everyone, and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we are taking a look at Mobile Suit Gundam G-Frame 06. The three armors in this set are the RX-79G Gundam ground type, the RX-78-5 Gundam G05, and then the GunCannon. The GunCannon is definitely one of my favorite suits from the original Mobile Suit Gundam. I don't know why, I just really like it. So I'm really excited that he is included in this set. I also really like the RX-79G, which I just saw in Micro Wars 2, which I did a video for a couple days ago if you saw that. I'm not too familiar with the RX-78-5. It's probably from a series I have not seen. They don't really tell you too much on here, or at least not in English that I can read. So, but you can see that each set comes with an armor and a frame. So basically, if you buy just the armor, you do get kind of like a weird skeleton stiff body that has like no articulation. So you want to buy the frame because that is the body, as you can see here, that has all the articulation in it. And it also comes with some extra accessories as well. But these things have no paint. I'm sorry, no stickers. It's all paint. So that's really nice. I always appreciate that about these. You literally just open the boxes and just put them together like a model kit. You don't have to worry about any stickers or anything like that. So I love that. As you guys, if you watch my channel, you know I'm not the biggest fan of stickers. I can live with them, but when there's no stickers, it's definitely for me. So I guess the boxes really aren't too exciting. I don't know why this guy comes with big rocks. Oh, he's got... Here, I am going to show you off some of these real quick. Apparently it's like a big rock, and also he can hide behind them. I do kind of actually remember that scene from the anime. I feel like that does come up a lot. Are the backs of the boxes the same? Oh, does it give you... Oh, dude, it gives you that extra head. So if you wanted to buy a bunch of these... You could, in the show, like for the kind of foot soldier versions of this Gundam, they had this little head. So if you bought multiple ones of these, you could switch that out to have some of each. That's actually pretty cool. And then what's on the back of this one? Just kind of showing off the artillery. What about the old GunCannon here? And just this weird rock thing. But pretty cool. I'm excited for them. Like I said, definitely two Gundams that I'm a big fan of in this set, so that's why I decided to pick it up. Also, I know this review is long overdue, and I apologize, but I'm trying to work through some back stock here. So let's get these out of the box, and let's take a closer look. So here they are out of the box and fully assembled. And I have to say, I really like these figures. They do a really nice job with these. You see a little bit in the back, just because like these don't kind of close up all the way, but for the most part, I think they look really good. And again, all paint, no stickers whatsoever. So that's all really nice, really sharp. This is the RX-79G Ground Gundam. Yeah, I mean, the articulation, the ball's on a head joint, plus there's also like a piece that moves forward and back, plus there's a ball joint at the top of that piece. Shoulders can move all the way around, in and out. I think it's a... Yeah, underneath it's a ball joint. So this is actually just on the peg, the shoulder pad itself. So that can rotate around the peg, and then you have a ball joint underneath that. You do have a bicep swivel. You have 90 degrees at the elbow. The wrists are a ball joint, and you can see there is a closed hand there, but he does also come with... I forget where I put them, but here we go. They do have some open hands as well, as you can see, so you can switch them out if you would rather have an open hand as opposed to this closed fist. Really nice shield there. He comes with this kind of normal beam gun, laser gun, whatever the technical term is for that. But he does come with some other accessories we'll get to in a moment. He's got kind of an ab crunch here as well as a spin. He's got a ball joint in the hip, thigh swivel, double jointed in the knee, so he can literally kick himself in the butt. And then you have a ball joint in the ankle, so you can get a lot of great poses, and they just look phenomenal, and I'm really happy with these toys. I've always been a big fan of the G-frames. They're just kind of nice little action figures. I would say they're probably about 5 inches tall, if I had to guess. Don't really have anything great to use as a comparison, but I would say they're probably about 5 inches tall, maybe 4.5, somewhere in that area. But they look really, really good. So other accessories that he comes with, he's got kind of a long rifle, which can fit into his hand, and then you can have the other hand come over here and grab this piece. It's a little difficult to do, but you can get him to pull it off. And then he also has this piece, which I thought originally was supposed to be some kind of stand for this, but the directions have you just peg the shield on here. So say, for example, you wanted to take the shield off, and how this works is there's a clip underneath here that you just unclip this from the arm. There we go. So that unclips like that. And then you can take this piece off and you can peg this on here like that. And it's just kind of like a stand for the shield. I don't know. It's a little weird, but it can be done. So for the other gun, you can go ahead and take this out, pop this in like so, and then kind of bring it over towards the side so that you can bring this over. There we go. And then this can kind of, it's a little difficult to get it to line up, but it can be done. There we go. Something like that. There you go. Pretty much. So that way he can hold the gun with 2 hands. It's a cool gun, but I prefer just the normal small gun. I think this looks cooler. Put that off to the side. The other thing you can do is pop off the Gundam head, and you can see there the kind of ball joint. They give you this secondary head because in the anime there were these like general issue foot soldier type versions of the Gundams. So you can pop this other head on. I feel like this should go down further, and maybe it will, and I'm just not doing it right. Oh, there we go. You just have to, there's that hinge, like I said, you just kind of put it down. So there you go. So if you want to use the alternate head, if you wanted to buy multiple of these and use the alternate head, it's okay. Obviously, I think the Gundam head is better, so that's what I'm going to stick with. Go ahead and pop that on there like so. And there you go. And then I also want to give them the shield back, so I'm going to take all these accessories and put them off to the side. Take this piece and peg it onto the side here like so. And then this will clip on to the back of the forearm. There you go. You got the shield back with the gun. Get a kind of a cool pose. So I like him a lot. He might be my favorite out of the 3. He's pretty excellent. I love the color scheme, love the weapons, and I've actually seen the anime he's from, so just another reason why I like that guy so much. Next up we have, and I want to make sure I get the name of this one right, this is the RX-78-5 Gundam G05. So I am not super familiar with the anime that this is from, but it does look pretty cool. I like it. It's very similar to this Gundam or the normal RX-78, obviously just with some flourishes, some different colors and whatnot, crazy beefed up shoulder pads, but he's also got kind of a normal gun. Articulation's all the same as the previous one. He does have this piece on the back that can kind of lift up. I'm assuming it's some kind of engine vernia thing. I'm not really 100% how that goes. I wish these popped out so that you could use them as beam sabers, but they don't. He does not come with a beam saber. But he still looks cool. As far as accessories he does come with, he also has the extra set of hands. So you got that going on. He comes with this giant like machine gun. And how this is supposed to work, take this out. Come on. Come on. I know you can do it. Sometimes they get stuck in the fists. It's a little tight. But anyway, this is supposed to fit in the hand here like this. And then as you can see, you have this giant chain of the gun. So the bullets for the gun, rather. And then this is supposed to come around and somehow peg into this part back here, but it's like a little difficult because it's a little tight, but I guess you can do it like that. There you go. That's honestly the best I've ever gotten it to work. So there you go. You're supposed to, and you can see it's a massive Gatling gun, which is actually pretty cool. So you have this massive Gatling gun with the chain that comes around into this pod. I'm assuming the pod is supposed to be feeding it into that. And then obviously as he would use it, it would come out the other side. But, so there you go. Once again, I'm not a huge fan of the giant weapon. It does, especially with the way this chain works, it's got a couple points of articulation. But it really restricts the articulation. Like, most of the time when I would put this in his hand, it would kind of make the arm like hold out to the side or something. So it can really hinder your articulation when it's attached, just because it's kind of a tight fit. But I like this gun, so I'm going to put this back in here. There we go. But overall, I like the look of it. I think he looks cool. If we take a closer look, the colors are very nice. The head looks good. I just wish he had a beam saber. I would actually take a beam saber over that weird big chain gun, but I understand they want to include some different weapons for variety's sake. But otherwise, he looks really good. I like him. And then last but certainly not least, we have the GunCannon. I love this guy. It's just a crazy design for a suit. The original Mobile Suit Gundam had a lot of suits that weren't Gundams, I think because they wanted the Gundam to be unique. So you had the gun tank, you had the GunCannon, you had those like gym suits that they made, that kind of took the blueprints of the Gundam and eventually made like knockoffs. And I like this guy a lot, but I will say his torso's a little weird. These two side pieces, whenever you try to like move it around, sometimes they come loose, and I feel like this is supposed to fit over top of them, so sometimes it looks good, but if you move it around too much, sometimes they pop out and then it looks weird. But other than that, he looks great. Again, all the same articulation. I like the crazy gun that he has. I love the two cannons here on the shoulder. I really like the design of the face and the head in general. Unfortunately, because you're usually kind of supposed to put it like this, they kind of cast shadow over the face sometimes. But other than that, very cool design. He's definitely got bigger feet than the others, but he's got all the same articulations. Unfortunately, sometimes the way you put these together, this seam here, you like lift this up. Let's see if I can get this to go. So you lift this up, and then that's how you put it in the foot. Like, you can see the foot kind of lifts out. And there's not really great pegs. I wish there was like some kind of peg to keep this down in there. They just use this, like it's basically sandwiching in between these two pieces here, and that can cause this to kind of, when you like do articulation, you can see it starts to pull them apart. And it's not a huge problem, but I just don't want the foot to fall off or get lost or anything like that. But if you have him standing on his feet, it shouldn't be a problem, because obviously then you're going to use gravity to keep them in place. But so just a few minor nitpicks with the way this guy's built that keep him from being my favorite. And that's kind of why the RX-79 wins out. But these two are very closely tied for my favorite. This guy, like I said, nothing wrong with him. I just personally don't know the show that he's from. And I don't really love this big thing. So, like, that's not an added accessory to me. Oh, speaking of added accessories, the GunCannon comes with this giant rock. So he does come with big open hands if you want him to kind of grasp the rock. But otherwise, he comes with this rock. Now, the box shows you taking this apart because it does split down the center, and kind of putting it down for some scenery. Because I think there was a scene where he was like hiding in kind of like a small mountain range, or like rocky terrain. And so they have you like putting this down and having him like get behind it and then firing the two gun cannons on his shoulder. So if you want to use this for a scenery piece, you can. If you want to just put it together and have it be a big rock, it's another option. It's a very interesting accessory. Certainly a little out of the ordinary when it comes to G-frames. Usually it's just different kinds of artillery. I feel like he's Charlie Brown. I got a, you know, a giant sniper rifle. I got a machine gun. I got a rock. I don't know. It's just weird to me. But I definitely recommend picking up this wave. I think they're really cool. If nothing else, I definitely recommend picking up these. If it's, you know, if you don't really care about this one like me, and you just want to get these two, go for it. If it's cheaper to just get the set, I say go ahead and pick him up because it won't be, uh, what's the word I'm looking for? It's worth your while. He's a good set. He's a good figure. Nice articulation. Holds together pretty well. I like most of the accessories he comes with. I just wish he also came with a beam saber. Other than that, he's pretty fun. So you won't regret it if you pick the whole setup. I don't think all three of these are pretty solid. So like I said, it's been a minute since this one came out. This is 6. I think 7 and 8 have also come out. I decided not to grab those just because I didn't love the suits that were in those sets too much. But I think I'm trying to get a hold of 9. So 9 should come out, I think, towards the end of this month. So hopefully I'll get that one, and we'll take a look at that one hopefully when it comes in. So that's going to do it for this. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, thanks so much for watching.